Boom, y'all. I'm not even sure how you picking this up. It's your boy, your man, your partner, your friend, your relative, GeorgeoL7 the fourth, affectionately known as Ford. It's the Ford Show where you see what I don't accept for the day, which is trash day, but it's trash night. And I'm sitting out here, and as you can hear, I'm in the wild. At y'all showing up. Look, I don't even know how long I'll be talking to y'all today because really I need to talk to myself. George don't need a good straightening. Hmm. Yep. Every once in a while, you need to sit down and assess your situation, where you are, where you're trying to be, where you're trying to go, what you're trying to do. And then you need to take that assessment and lay it over what you're doing right now. And look at where you're falling short. Look and see where the bars are not reaching where they're supposed to be reaching. And so I've been doing that. I've been soul gathering. I've been thinking about it. I've been sitting out here on this porch. I've been doing a lot of stuff. As a matter of fact, for a while, like I said, the wife was out of town and I was doing a solo mission. And so I took a lot of time to sit around and think. And as you guys know, I'm always thinking about what's going on and, what they feeding you in the news, what they feeding you in life, what you feeding yourself. And so today, though, I decided to think about what I'm feeding myself. What am I feeding me? You know what I'm saying? I had a stunning conversation with a guy today, younger guy, but just extremely smart at what he's extremely smart at. You know what I'm saying? And, of course, he got blind spots. And so we all do, got blind spots. And so even though we might be good at some stuff we're not good at, you know. And for a long time I would try to get good at those things that I didn't like doing. And I spent a lot of my energy and my focus and my time on stuff that I didn't have no passion for. So even after I learned how to do it, I still didn't want to do it. And so I ended up doing what I should have did in the first place, and that's find somebody who has a passion for that and have them do it. Now I know it seems like I'm talking fast, and I am talking fast, and the reason why I'm talking fast is because I don't want this to be like a super long video, but I do want it to be like, I do want to get like these things out of me because I'm trying to talk to myself, and I will listen to this again, I always do. So anyway, uh, I just been like, as I've been sitting out here talking to myself, thinking about what I really really want to do, what I really really need to have, what piece of me is missing that I see in other people that I want to add to myself. Because it says a wise man has many counselors, and the reason why is because nobody is like a full package. Everybody has blind spots, and so if you find somebody and they passion is something that's not your passion, you might, glean something from their passion and learn something that you wouldn't have learned in the first place and become more efficient, or maybe just hire them to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you get the thing rolling right, if that's what it comes down to. And so that makes me think somebody was telling me money's not important. Hmm. Really? Hmm. Money's not the most important thing, right? Hmm. It's really not, is it? But a wise man once said that if you hang all your problems up on a wall and throw six figures at it, a whole lot of them things will fall off the wall that day. Hmm. Money's not the most important thing, though, is it? I know a lady who was in the parking lot waiting for her insurance to kick in the next day and died in the parking lot that night from an asthma attack because she wouldn't go inside the hospital because she was waiting for her insurance to mature. But money ain't the most important thing, is it? Hmm. Hmm. Oh, that ain't enough? Oh, that ain't enough? All right. Boom. Uh, no, I ain't even going to say that because that's too hard. But it's true, though. It's true. And I had to come to grips to this with this one right here, too. Did I want some other guy telling my wife what to do all day? Brother tell me his wife got to work. She got to get out here and hustle. She got to. That ain't what God say. God say you do. Mm. God say I do. God say I got to get out there and work. You don't work, you don't eat. That's what God told me. Mm. Mm. Well, that ain't worked for nobody in a little while. I remember every guy she worked for, though. I remember every guy she worked for. Mm. Some other guy telling my wife what to do. Yeah, I ain't like that at all. I ain't like that idea at all. But, I think women should have a choice. If you want to work, you should be able to work. You don't want to work, you shouldn't have to work. That's the thing. You shouldn't have to work. I think they found like a hole in the market when they found sisters. Because, a sister with a kid or something like that, you know what I mean? She'll take a lot of stuff. She'll listen to a lot of mess before she'll throw in the towel. A brother be like, hey, I was looking for a job when I came here. I be looking for a job when I leave. I'm up out. You don't talk to me like that. And, he'd walk away and hustle. Do something, try to hustle. But a lady is more security based. And so, she got kids. She'll listen to old Skip at the water cooler talk all kind of craziness. You know what I mean? She'll take all kind of foolishness. But, that's just what it is to be a nurturer of somebody. And that's not just a sister, but that's any female. You got kids. You're gonna do what it takes to keep them kids fed. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? And we all got our methods. But security is a major button. It's a button we don't have. Well, most men have, but we don't push it that much. But women lean on the button. That security is one of the most important things. You know what I mean? So, uh, but yeah, it's not money's not the most important thing, though. But my wife did work for a lot of other people. She sure did get out there and hustle for other folks. You know, and she worked for me too. She worked for me too. She worked hard for me, harder for me than she worked for anybody else, and I sure appreciated that. I truly appreciated that. Couldn't have did it without her. Mm. I realized money is a mind state. There's a mentality that comes with being broke. There's a feeling you get when you owe somebody money and they calling on the phone. You ain't got to answer that phone. But when you hear that phone ring, you get that little in your stomach because you know you're wrong. You know you should have paid it. If you had it to pay, you would have paid it. But either you ain't gonna pay it, you ain't got the money to pay it, or you forgot about it. One of those three things is usually the reason why you don't pay a bill. But regardless, when the people call, you still get that feeling. And so that's that other piece. You know what I mean? That's that other piece. That's security. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm hooked on security too. You know what I'm saying? I'm hooked on security too. I don't think money's the most important thing, but I think money, there's a mind state. I think there's a mind state to having enough. If you got enough money in the bank, you don't trip on stuff like you trip on stuff when you ain't got no money in the bank. You know what I'm saying? Then it comes down to whether you want to go. Do I want to go to California? Do I want to go to Fresno? Because if I want to go to Fresno, I can go to Fresno. It's just a matter of whether or not I want to go to Fresno. It's not the money. And that's the mind state you want to get to. You know what I'm saying? That's the mind state you want to have, the freedom of thought to decide whether or not you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I remember this wealthy dude saying, a guy asked him, well, what would you do with $1 million a year? He said, what would you do with $1 million a year? He said, well, I never had $1 million a year. He said, well, then you don't need to know. Think about that. You got to spend it in here before you can spend it in here. You know what I mean? You got to mentally get your mind around having that comma and them zeros in your bank account and your bank balance. You got to get your mind around the fact That you're not thinking about the price, you're thinking about the quality. You're thinking about whether or not you want to do it or not. You know what? I'm on some all brand new stuff because I'm talking to me now. I need to be a finisher of the things that I start. So you guys watch me. You watch and you watch because I'm not just talking, but I'm not just going to tell you because it takes something to declare something to the world, and I'm declaring it to you. I'm becoming a finisher. That's what you're looking at, a finisher. And I'm telling you right now, that's what I am, a finisher. A finisher is what a winner does, finishes. So I'm about to start finishing some stuff. So y'all keep your eye out and y'all be watching and seeing what's going on, and I mean that metaphorically.